Hello, hello, hello. I might actually have to turn some of this stuff down. Okay. So, audio mixing aside, don't actually know if this is too loud even for my voice to be able to come through. But, actually... How do I get to the main page? How do I get to this? One more second. Let me just go straight to... Here we go. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Hey, play. And if you want to watch the state of play too from there, I don't know if that makes a difference, but I'll have them both here. So that's over here on Twitch. I'm watching on YouTube, but obviously for link's sake, there's Twitch, and got music and all stuff going. Just as a notice here, there can be like music and stuff that's can't be controlled because of things, so hopefully the mixing will help dilute that and we won't have to worry about it. But I'm excited to see what's gonna come during this direct or state of play, I suppose is what it's called here, and yeah, I'm just entirely excited. There's 60 minutes from what it says plus of news, gameplay updates and announcements. I'm sure there's going to be some like snippets of gameplay and different things and that like full-on stuff, but we might get something during this. I'm not going to speculate too heavily, but some people are saying there could even be like a demo or something for something that we've been looking forward to. If there is, I fully have some stuff prepared to try it out if it happens. If it doesn't, that's alright. Otherwise, there's going to be some stuff here to watch. I have the blogs and things here. I have a double way to check it, so I'm going to look at it first as everything is going on, so that way I can read to you what is going on with the state of play. So, today we have a state of play. Today is February 12th. State of play happening at, obviously, about 3 more minutes, so depending on your time zone, isn't it like 2 PST, 5 EST? So, like, you know, it's going to be happening in just a little bit. In the meantime, though, as I said, there's a few different things that could show up during this. It says it has both ND and... So both third party and first party. Of course, they call it PlayStation Studios, so I don't know if that's... I'm pretty sure that's what you would call first party, but, you know, naming and stuff. Anyways, third party and indie, which are two different things here. I suppose that is the case normally, but I guess I'm never used to thinking about third party and indie separately. Apparently that's what it's going to be there. As to what we might see, I imagine we'll see a variety of games, both 2D, 3D, and who knows what else, if there'll be some VR stuff or not. We'll have to wait and see on that. I've heard there might be some VR stuff in the works for PlayStation, so I wouldn't be surprised if now's when they start revealing some of it too. Because we really haven't had too much PlayStation like 5 VR stuff mentioned as of late, so I kind of feel like that could happen. But besides that, I mean, I haven't really been like big on keeping up with a lot of things, but from what I can glean, I would say, you know, the lineup for the games, depending on how much you've seen and stuff, to be honest, I've been wanting to do one of these for a very long time, but just haven't had the means to really do it in a way where it would be a good viewing experience for you. Now it is. So hopefully I can continue with this and try to make it a little bit better each and every time I do one of these kind of things. Just figure out what I want to focus on, what games and what things, and what we will do. But I'm immensely excited for this. We only have a couple more seconds left, but I expect there to be some, probably a lot of action games. We might get a couple horror games. Obviously, Resident Evil Requiem might get mentioned here. No telling if it's just purely new stuff or late. It just says the latest, not only. So there is going to be news and updates and announcements. So we're going to get updates probably on some stuff we've already gotten, and then we're going to get some new stuff too. At least that's what I can glean from it. Obviously, these are all points and speculations and things you could glean for yourself from this, but I think it's worth mentioning. Hopefully my audio and everything is doing well. If any of you have joined me during the stream, having any trouble hearing me, just let me know. I've tried to turn down everything as best I could, and hopefully this will be good. So I'm going to try to keep quiet a little bit, but I also will be talking over this a little too. So let's see what the first game is going to be here. I don't know if this is going to be indie first or just like a mixture between of certain games just throughout, but I'm excited to see what this is going to be.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Ooh.
Spirit
wait. This looks familiar. This probably is an update then, right? Unless it's a second game. Or another game, depending on how many there have been. Haven't kept up to date with this game, so I don't know if this is just an update or not. It might be.
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of a forgotten practice. Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Okay. Just adjusting the volume a little bit. Hopefully that's not too big here for in the way. But
Dripping to the present, which must always pass.
we'll see. At least sometimes I can't tell the difference between when stuff mixes together and when it's separate.
Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see.
See, so what was the name of this game here? Something about... Is it Spirited Woods, or is it a different name? Wasn't this one of their, like, big reveals during Scars of Kismora? So I feel like, wasn't this originally, if I'm not mistaken, if this is first game and stuff, not like,
This is my brother Mike.
well, I'm sure they'll explain it.
That first look at our next game, Kena, Stars of Cosmora.
After the
Next
amazing
game.
response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021,
Ah,
the team is
that's
excited
it.
to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kena discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game. Deeper, more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Kena, Stars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, I am keeping up with the audio manually, by the way. I don't have a automated way to do this, but trying to make sure. Oh, Sucker Punch. I had not seen them with their anything Infamous related in a long time.
And subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider, the Oni, the Kitsune,
Oh, looks like they have something new.
and the Snake. Many fought back.
Looks like undead.
Many were cut down.
Ancient and undead. This is from Sucker Punch too, right? Wonder what this is. Didn't mention a name yet, right?
Nothing can stop the true warrior from vengeance. Not even death.
Those are good legends. Oh, that's from Sucker Punch. I guess I never knew that. I really must not have been paying attention to it before when I heard of the game.
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You?
For me. I can't wait to find out.
Interesting.
Get you in, huh?
Hi, I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, the game director of 4Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same. At the heart of 4Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises. Everyone votes to choose the next mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources, or even rescue survivors that can offer cool upgrades for your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity
kinda
and
interesting.
improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life. And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again. The home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the scanner boss.
Now, one thing I will say about powerful and what they're saying here, a lot of times what makes something powerful, in my mind, is that the enemy is a very grave threat, right? So it's only as powerful as the threat of the enemy, right? Because the power scale is dependent on the enemy you're fighting. So how powerful are the enemies here?
Where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta.
It sounds like they might be
and we need players like
a bit of a threat. I mean,
in upcoming playtests.
I'd still have to hear a little bit more about how their AI and all that interacts with the player, like some dynamic interactions and stuff. But it sounds like base and environment-wise, they're pretty well tailored. But, you know, as far as attacking, I saw him kind of killing them, and I'm curious, how are they going to react to the player, right?
Hugh, look! What's this?
That's the Earth. You really can make everything with lunar filament, huh?
Wasn't this the game that got delayed? So now we get an update on this.
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
Hopefully they got everything on here.
I know the feeling.
Hey, Hugh? What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage.
Okay, I see. So they focused a lot on the story here.
I had a few bumps along
So it must be a deeply
but I had someone
story-oriented game.
looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
Fragment. Yeah, I remember this way early on. I was kind of interested in what the story and everything was going to be like.
Deploying reinforcements.
Intelligence. It looks like there's nobody there. But it's digital landscape. He's human. She's an android, I think. Ooh, gameplay demo available now.
That's 6 now.
Well, it looks like there are going to be some demos off of this then. We'll see if we check some. Oh, I'm going to leave this here.
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest. a former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Okay.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Now, let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today. The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore, photo mode, and more. The digital deluxe version of the game includes promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark
Comics is interesting.
Unreleased
The demo is interesting, but something I've never seen in a game before. I guess maybe for like a going back to an older game, unless it's like a obviously remake. Photo mode. Is that something that the other games have done before? Because it says remastered, but I don't know if I've ever heard of a photo mode being in a remaster. Maybe it's just something new to me or whatever, but
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine
kind of a new
series,
thing.
which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation. This fantasy
It's traditionally, like I was saying, remake, but never really thought with remaster.
With overwhelming power. Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters. And countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations.
大陸の守護者たる私たちの兵をこうもたやすく
Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサーの林です。本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
無限転身の名にかけて
No, I guess my cursor isn't tracking. Huh. Thought I had it tracking. That's alright. Oh, it is. Just they have to be clicked onto the window, I guess. Yeah, I have to click the window for that to happen. Interesting. So we're getting a fighting game here.
新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
あなたに私は倒せない。
I
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
30th? Huh.
デッドアライブシリーズ最新作も開発始動しました。続報をお待ちください。
About every 5 years there's been one. Probably less than that. Control? Or isn't it? Oh, this one's a new. Which game is this?
Getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a resonant on our hands.
Resonant?
Someone should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello,
said Control and Resonant,
I'm Mika
right?
Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you're seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around.
Okay, that is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Being able to change your gravitational pull
Here we are showcasing a set of different
on surfaces, but also the surfaces look like they were designed to be able to go from any way. Almost reminds me of like a mirror dimension kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear.
So you could fall through the
Stay
sky?
alive out there, okay?
That would kind of suck, to be honest.
Almost there, Zoe.
Maybe it's dependent on surface instead of... Yeah, but you can jump between them, and I don't know... Oh. Because if you're jumping between surfaces, it maybe finds like a tangent or something. Or like a normal. Just trying to figure out how you move. If you stick to every surface like it's a base ground, right? Then you know it. When you're jumping between them, it's kind of going to be interesting to see how well that stays, right? I just feel like it's really hard to get that right, where you're jumping from one surface to the next, but then your gravitational orientation changes. That is a very intriguing aspect for a game, and I really would like to see how that works. But I feel like it can also offer some possibilities for either confusion for the player or other things if it doesn't turn out right. Of course, I imagine it's going to, because pretty big game series, so I suspect it will, but very intriguing.
I call you salvation.
Okay. Oh, you know, that gives me a little bit of a mix of Doom and Medieval, like a medieval one. A little bit, which is kind of weird to say, but Mainly, I think the music. The vibe a little bit too, I suppose. Yeah, definitely. I realize there are more game series than that they could probably like connect to that or compare to that or whatever. Like give a reference point. That's really what I'm trying to say. Alright. Game Freak. What's this? This is incredibly unique. Am I mistaken? Is this the first time I've seen Game Freak on a PlayStation? Or I might be mistaken. I might be mistaken because I don't know like every single game and stuff. Maybe there was a game before this, but like this still has to be a pretty new thing, right? I remember hearing that they were doing some games and stuff new, right? But or whatever was going on here, but like that's my first time ever seeing at least Game Freak being
Fictions and Game Freak
connected.
New look at characters in combat in Beast of
Yeah.
Reincarnation. It's coming
On
to
PlayStation.
this summer.
That is really interesting.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options.
Wait a minute.
Discover the secrets behind Rayman's
So they're doing
development through a long-lost
5.
playable prototype.
Is it 5 different games or is it 5 versions of the same game?
An interactive documentary.
Because that's kind of interesting if it's like different remakes and remasters and you get to play all of them. That actually might be an interesting way of doing it. Regardless of which it is, I feel like there's still an interesting,
Anniversary Edition comes to PS5
interesting like
digitally starting tomorrow. While physical editions will be available June
interesting
26th.
take on port release, however you might want to call
is
it.
an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel Knight. Take control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island. Whip foes
That's a
into
pretty
oblivion,
interesting looking story. I
hazards and
think this is going to be
hunt
one of
down
those
secrets in
games
pixel-perfect
that
love
people are
letter
really
to
going to
handheld gaming.
catch on to. I just feel like it's going to. Just looking at the art
Mina
style
the
and
Follower's release date is on the horizon.
the aspect of the story going on from right here, just from what I can glean, I really feel like people are going to like this game here. I don't know what it is, but I just got that inclination about it. So I would say look out for that game for Nina adventure game.
Story of how Alba and the wolf cub Neva first met. Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through
I remember hearing about this before. I guess that's why they said
Together, they will face
updates.
new enemies and endure perilous trials. While confronting a monstrous
Did we ever
force
hear
that
anything about
threatens
the
to tear them apart.
game like we're hearing now, or is this our first time? I really haven't kept up with a lot of stuff between the last State of Play and this.
Neva Prologue launches February 19th.
I remember last time, this last State of Play was the first light for
Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire. A team with user credentials dating
why do I forget the name of it? 007, right? That was like the last thing I remember seeing, so keep that in mind when I talk about this stuff. I might not be completely up to date with everything talked about, but then again, I mean, I looked a little bit at the blog and there's definitely been a lot of updates between now and then, so I'm almost certain that's the case. I'm noticing, well, maybe not. Looks like a single player one. Oh, so this is a tactical stealth game. I don't think I've ever seen one with this, like, perspective. Is this isometric or whatever you want to call it? It's not, like, entirely 2D, but, like, 3D and 2D kind of mixed. I like this, perspective and gameplay. It actually looks like a relatively new take for this kind of a game. The stealth aspect definitely looks like a pretty fun game. I don't know, like, is this a 4-player or is this single or what? Because what I was gonna say back there is it looks like there's a lot of games that are becoming multiplayer games, right? Or at least support it. Just an interesting trend, at least. What is that? A Dune? Or a different game? Novel series? I'm not familiar with this.
We are the children of water,
born
of the goddess. You feel
no, it's not what I was thinking.
faithless, soulless, unclean.
A living world.
Was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
I guess you can't click that. Alright. I wonder if this is updating as the State of Play goes on. Yes, everything's updating, so let me do something real quick. See if I can get, I'm just seeing if I'm behind or not. Because it looks like there's some new stuff getting mentioned here. And just trying to make sure whether or not I'm behind on it. So I was just speeding it up a little bit.
Our newest racer has arrived!
Racer?
Welcome to the Galactic League! Since you're
What's
here,
this?
why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
I'm trying to understand. This looks a lot like Star Wars, isn't it? Is this supposed to be like that, or is this actually that? This is Star Wars, right? Is this a remaster or remake or a new game? It's the question. It looks like a new game, but I'm not sure.
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
Oh. So we're getting a racing game. Galactic Racer? I have not seen one of those in a long time. First Light, like I mentioned before.
He's immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself. Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
What's this?
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners. And it's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games. And Konami is definitely one of those partners. I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved, and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
There's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure.
Outer Heaven. He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
How long is my body gonna hold out?
When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death.
This is my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection.
Liquid! Guns of the Patriots! Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Yes. It simply said Jack. Over and over.
Awesome. Is that you? Answer me! Bajas!
メタルギアシリーズ制作プロデューサーの岡村則明です。メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4ガンズ・オブ・ザ・パトリオットがプレイステーション5でついに遊べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードでぜひ体感してください。そして、現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに、今回の発表を記念いたしましてメタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。 50% オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Ah, puzzle. Oriented game. Looks very familiar to something I've seen before. Wow.
In
the name of His Most Royal Majesty. By the grace of God, the King of France.
In the back of my mind at the beginning of this, I was thinking of Castlevania, but I wasn't certain if that would be even part of this. Wasn't there another game that did like a similar
Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
similar like concept?
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモン
Trying
ド
to
カースプロデュ
remember.
ーサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないという方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
Whoa. Wait a minute, isn't that looks a lot like a Game Boy almost, but obviously it's a radio. Maybe it's just coincidence.
I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
Oh, is this a horror game?
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different.
This is really interesting. Like dystopian thing?
I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
What? This is like... This is 100% a horror game. But it looks really good. Silent Hill Townfall. I knew it looked like Silent Hill. knew it looked like that game. I just didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure.
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Light's a pretty big theme for this state of play. And they have a lot of games. They were right.
Hey! Ash, come on! Let's begin our journey.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the Lightfall.
Okay. Hopefully we're still good. Hopefully audio wasn't too loud for you there.
プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG が大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
80 minutes. What is this? Is this what I think it is?
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted.
No, it isn't. It's still a good, like detective-like game. Oh, I see what this is now.
Capable, adaptable.
I recognize it now, for sure.
He must be grounded, stable, constant.
A John Wick game? Wait a minute. I've heard a lot of updates in regards to John Wick game. Has there been a lot of different things going on with it? Because if I remember right, there's just been a lot going on with this game. Or with, I guess, the series for the games and stuff. see. Ah.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's
Bungie.
a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet.
Very story-oriented. I like the lineup of story-oriented games and stuff going on.
For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure. So small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! Mayday! This is General Danik Reed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau Ceti 4.
I get the vibes of the...
Whatever's out there.
There's something going on more than what you're seeing. And I like that. It's kind of like... You have this story and narrative, and then there's something kind of ominous in the background that you just don't really know what it is.
Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace.
Is this like a story of the entire station brainwashing them or something? Because I'm getting that kind of feeling of a brainwashing or something going on. Which is an interesting story perspective for what looks like a multiplayer kind of game. I'd be surprised if it's not multiplayer. Oh, okay, well now it makes sense.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our Server Slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch.
That's an interesting combination.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th, with the Server Slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months. Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week. Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking.
Oh, there they are.
Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries.
I thought I heard about this game somewhere. I think it was when I was looking on the blog.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game is
Saros.
April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
I remember this.
What is that for you, Arjun? Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe. Oh, Arjun. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our Comeback Stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros,
I really like the loop on this.
means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks. With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around. Eventually, you come across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa.
To me, this game is like one of those showcases of what they can really do with a lot of these new systems and whatnot, and I just feel like, honestly, it's been one of the bigger players in all of this.
Which ramps up the challenge. We can't wait for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
Because it just really feels like it has a lot of systems and things in place that I don't feel like I would have ever saw before current gen, right? So, you know, I really feel like this is like a heavily leaning on new features and things that couldn't have been done before.
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself.
Together at least.
world may hate us, we still have to save it. A true team is unbreakable!
Wait, we're getting an X-Men game? Or is... Oh! I see.
Let me at them, Storm.
It's gonna be added to the fighting game.
Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
I've got this one. I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
We are stronger! Together!
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
デンジャーは、体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out and stay tuned.
Santa Monica Studios. Wait a minute, is this another one of the what is that game?
Your son has returned.
God of War? Yeah, it is. Remake. It says trilogy, right?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
Before I was a father. Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Spartans! Our duty is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack! Don't relent! Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins here.
Heroes, be ready for Sparta!
This is only the beginning.
Alright. Well, it feels like that was quite a bit for the State of Play. Bunch of different game updates, new things coming. I'm gonna do a quick check, see if there's anything on the blog. But I feel like that was pretty much a good full go through of everything. I don't see much else that I need to add to this, other than that it definitely looks like there's a lot to this stuff going on. There's a lot of things that looked good and exciting, so I'll leave it at that. I don't know if there's anything else I'm gonna do for the rest of this stream, but I'm gonna end it here. Like, if you're joining along, I hope you enjoyed the State of Play. I did too, and I'll be excited to see how a lot of this stuff turns out. Anyways, let me turn this off. Be a little easier to think. there was a lot of announcements, just to give a quick recap. A lot of new games, a lot of updates, like they said. A couple things that were surprises to me. So John Wick game announced. That one was a pretty big surprise. I was also kind of surprised with them, a game, one of the remakes, actually getting a photo mode added to it. That was something kind of, or not remakes, but a remaster. A remake I would see, but remaster, that usually doesn't have that kind of stuff in it. So that was pretty interesting. I guess I'm not specifically saying a game with that because I don't remember which one, because there's so many that I went through, but and then of course just seeing updates on some new games. I don't see everything over here on the blog, otherwise I would talk about some of it, but if you're interested, you should be able to see a lot of that stuff here that we saw during the State of Play on blog.playstation.com. So if you want to check it out, a lot of the stuff should be from there on here. I don't know if this is everything, like third-party stuff, or just the main things, because like you see the Silent Hill for Konami and stuff, which is, I think they said like third-party, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Mina Hollow or launches spring 2026 on PS5. I feel like that one looked like it was going to be a really interesting game. I think a lot of people are going to like that game. And it'll be talked about a lot, but that's more a prediction than anything. It just looks like the kind of game that you would see take off very well once people get their hands on it. Besides that, of course, Control's Resonant. That was another game that I really liked, the whole gravity gameplay, mechanics and stuff. I mean, Control Resonant alongside with Soros both look like they're kind of in a similar vein. I mean, they're technically two different things, but I think if you like one of them, you'll like the other one. I feel like that's where they're going, and I kind of like the aesthetic of those two games. Obviously, there's a lot of other games. I like horror games. John Wick actually looks like it'll be a pretty fun gameplay loop. It's kind of interesting to see a John Wick game come out roughly at the same time as 007, because I feel like, those are going to be kind of like two similar feelings for games. I'm wondering how that's going to go, like if it's going to be exactly the same time or if they're going to be spread out a bit. I imagine they might want to spread those two out, but we'll see. I mean, different, being made differently and stuff, but like, seeing those two things come out at the same time just feels like it'll be interesting. They'll be good games in their own rights, right? But, I'm just kind of curious how that'll hold up, because, I mean, I guess you could play both, but, like, I feel like you probably want to play through one and then the other, and I'm kind of going to be interested to see which of them, like, if one takes the light over the other one, or if they kind of stay both at the same time, or maybe they won't even release at the same time, and, I'd say kind of read up on the two of them if you're interested. Castlevania, I remember thinking at the beginning, when they were talking about, was it Mina or was it Raymond? So I didn't hear anything about Crimson Moon. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to that game when it was on there. I feel like I remember that, or maybe it was Legacy Game. Huh. Oh yeah, and Game Freak, a game by Game Freak. I mean, that or Game Freak being involved in something that's on PlayStation. That to me was like, I haven't seen anything like that before. I mean, maybe I missed it during the last one. Maybe there was something. I know they've been working on other projects and things too. So like, there's that. But that was a surprise for me. Oh, and the marathon and stuff too. It looks like that's going to be February 26th. So for those of you interested, it looks like you'll be able to play on that with testing and stuff. It looks like a cool game for an FPS and heavily story oriented. Has some pretty cool themes of brainwashing and of rogue system. I don't know if it's a person, if it's an intelligence. I don't really know which one it is, so it's going to be something we'll learn about through the game. And yeah, I almost forgot about some of the other announcements here too. There's just so much stuff they talked about. I'm not going to spend any more time on this, but I will say this, if you want to check it out, of course, I'll put it here if I even need to. Obviously, like I said, blog.playstation.com. Should pop up on my stream, right? Maybe I don't have chat on this. I do not have chat on this, so I couldn't even see it if I wanted to. That is not good. I will have to update my end of things later, but honestly, I mean, there were a couple ones that I'm personally interested in, and even for the ones that I'm not like interested in, like for myself, I still feel like whether or not I would play doesn't mean I don't see some of the value of some of these other ones too. I feel like they had a really strong lineup of games, honestly, great variety. You know, compared to a lot of directs or state of plays rather, they had for this state of play at least. Yeah, I don't know about the last one. I mean, the last one was just one game, so obviously, you know, if you like the game, it's going to be the best one. And or like if you're looking for more than one game during one, then obviously this is going to be a little bit better in that regard, because you know, you have a variety of different things for different interests and stuff. And I feel like, you know, just getting to see a bit of everything was good. And the games that are coming are going to be pretty strong games for the PlayStation 5. I suppose the one thing, and I think everyone probably knows about this too, is that I felt like it's been a little bit of a slower start with the PlayStation 5 versus some of the other systems in the past. So I'm just kind of happy to see that we're getting a little bit of a, you know, a little more fleshed out with the PlayStation 5. I feel like it needed this. I don't know why, but I just felt like it needed, you know, a little more refreshment with some more games and variety of games, not just a couple of them. But I mean, after this, it feels like, you know, they've definitely given a strong lineup of new things to see for it, and it's going to breathe, you know, new life into the PlayStation 5, which I hope will keep it going strong for a while. And we still have plenty of other games and stuff that are going to be coming to it in the future outside of what's been announced here. Everyone knows that, but like I said, I do see quite a few interesting stories and things here. There's still more things that are going to be coming to PlayStation 5 and stuff. Probably the way I'm thinking about it, though, is like there's games that are going to be coming, like just in general, like games coming to all the systems, or most of them. That might be what I'm thinking more of, and that's why I'm a little bit like in between whether or not it's this or that. But I feel like no matter what, it's going to be coming to PlayStation 5, or what games we're talking about here. And like I said, I was really happy to see at least a little bit of Resident Evil Requiem on here, because I'm really excited for us to get into that game. Unfortunately, it didn't look like there was a demo. So, you know, the demo was just, or well, there was a demo, but it wasn't going to be released like the other ones, apparently. To be fair, I haven't played the demos before, so, you know, it's a little bit new to me with that. So I don't want to speak too much on that, because I just don't know how all of that worked. But from what I had heard, is that there were demos for Resident Evil before each game released, and I am familiar with demos for some of the games and in stuff, or for like just games in general coming out before, but not all games get it. So like, you know, I don't always expect it. I actually never expect it, but it's always interesting to see what they do with that. Unfortunately, we didn't get it for that, but we did get a demo for one of the other games I was talking about. I don't see it on here. Otherwise, I was going to tell you about it. It was one of the games that they held back a little bit on. So here we go. This is Resident Evil Requiem. I can look a little bit at that just to kind of like... Oh wait, no, that one's January 29th, so that one was a little bit a while ago, so I don't know how much, like, difference and stuff coming to this one from what we just saw. I mean, you know, they've already revealed a lot of that stuff. We added third-person support with Village DLC. Able to play good. Oh, third person. First and third person. Okay, so maybe we'll see something with that. That is very interesting. Okay, well, you know, there's still plenty more to come with all this stuff, and I'm sure we'll be hearing throughout, like, weeks to come more details and drops on some of the stuff we saw during this and in months and whatnot throughout the year. Some things are releasing sooner, some things a bit later, but I think it's being spread out throughout the years, so... You know, I think we're going to have something exciting for the PlayStation 5 no matter what your interest might be. I feel like, you know, there's a little bit of something for everyone, so if you don't see something one month, it feels like there's going to be something the next. And I'm excited to see what that has in store, you know, for what we've seen and then also for what we haven't seen yet, too, because there are some things that haven't popped up. Rightfully so, there's still a lot of time in the year, so we'll see how that goes. And without any further ado, I would just like to thank those of you who joined. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to end it here, get the VOD out, and this is my reaction. I'm excited for stuff, but I still want to wait and see. We still have a pretty big year ahead of us, a really big year for games and stuff in general. So, like, even if it's not just PlayStation, right? There's still games for Nintendo, for non-specified systems, even just, you know, developed games by different studios and stuff, right? Like, there's still a lot of stuff coming. So, like, even if you don't see something PlayStation specific, and you know, there's still going to be like stuff that might come to the PlayStation 5 that's not you know, specifically being made in that regard. So we still have a lot to wait and see. Alright, I'm going to end this